Hello students, in our last lecture we are studying about the uses of present indefinite or simple present, and we have already studied that present indefinite tense is used to express regular or habitual or repeated action. Okay, next rule, present indefinite tense is also used to express custom or tradition. To express custom or custom or tradition. Okay, custom or tradition means an action that is performed by a society, by a community, or by a country in a whole, not by any individual person. It is not done by a single person. These actions will be done by a community, by a society, or by a race, etc. Okay. For example, the the Hindus born born they are dead or deads. The Hindus born they are deads. The Hindus group of persons means a very vast community. Okay, what is their custom? What is their tradition? Their tradition is to burn deads. Okay, it is their custom. They perform uh, this action from the time memorial. Okay, whatever time we can remember, from that time they are performing this action. So this is called a custom or traditions. For example, the Muslims bury their dead. The Muslims bury their deads. Okay, the Muslims bury their deads. Is it clear? Next, okay, the man of Tamil Nadu wear lungi. This is their custom. This is their tradition. Okay, many men in Tamil Nadu wear lungi. You can see. You have heard that lungi dance, lungi dance. From that song, you can imagine, you can understand. Okay, next rule. Where we shall you do present indefinite? To express universal truth. To express universal truth or principle or permanent activities. Okay, is it clear? Universal truth means the action that is true for everywhere in the world, not in any part of the world. It is everywhere in the world. For example, the sun rises in the east. The act of rising of the sun in the direction of east is true everywhere in the world, not in any part of the world. So the sun rises in the east is an example of universal truth, and it is written in present indefinite. The sun sets in the west. The earth revolves around the sun. The earth revolves around the sun means earth, the whole earth, it revolves around the sun. Is it clear? So these types of actions are called universal truth, and they are always written in present indefinite and spoken in also present indefinite tense. Is it clear? Sometimes we can also use in past indefinite. Okay, for example, we shall say yesterday the sun rose at 5:30 a.m. So this is the other thing. The universal truth is the sun. Example: the sun rises. The sun rises in the east. The sun sets in the west. The earth revolves. Revolves. The earth revolves around the sun. Okay. Or you can say water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. Water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. The water will start boiling whenever it gets 100 degrees Celsius. Whether it is in Registan or whether it is in Pakistan, water will start boiling at the temperature of 100 degrees Celsius. So this is called universal truth, and in universal truth this is called scientific truth. Okay, water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. Okay, next example we can take that 2 and 2 make 4. 2 and 2 make 4. Okay, this is called mathematical truth. In universal truth, this is called mathematical truth. 2 and 2 make 4. 2 and 2. 2 and 2 make 4. 2 and 2 make 4. Okay, is it clear? Next, you can say that Agra stands on the bank of Yamuna. On the bank of the Yamuna. Yamuna. Is it clear? So it is permanent activities. The city Agra stands means is situated on the bank of Yamuna. It is permanent. It is not that Agra today stands on the bank of the Yamuna and tomorrow it will be on the Gangotri or wherever. No. So it always stands on the bank of the Yamuna. So it is called permanent truth. Is it clear? So to express universal truth, principle and permanent activities, we use present indefinite tense. In this, you can observe that there are many cases. There are many cases where the subject is singular. The subject is singular. The sun rises in the east. The sun sets in the west. The earth revolves around the sun. So, Agra, sun, earth, these are the subject of these sentences and they are singular in nature. That means third person singular number. So, it always takes S or ES. But sometimes, rarely, the subject is plural. For example, 2 and 2 make 4. Here the subject is plural. So there is no S or ES or IES. Only the first form of verb means plural verb had been used. Any more example? The stars shine. The stars shine at night. The stars shine at night. Here the stars is also plural subject, so there is plural verb shine. Is it clear? But in most cases, the subject is singular for the case of universal truth or permanent truth. So the verb takes S or ES, like Agra stands on the bank of Yamuna. Is it clear? Next rule. Our next rule is to express fixed, to express fixed program, PROGRAMME, to express fixed program or plan in near future, FUTUR, to express a near future action, and that action is fixed, means it is planned properly, then we shall write that sentence in present indefinite. For example, the school reopens, the school reopens in July. That means the action of reopening, will be done in future and it is planned. So present indefinite has been used. Is it clear? We can also use future indefinite. To express this sentence. We can also write the school will reopen. The school will reopen in July. The school will reopen in July. We can also write this sentence in future indefinite. Is it clear? One more example. My brother lives, Leaves. My brother lives for America. My brother lives for America tomorrow. 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 Okay. So my brother lives. The action of living has not been done yet. It will be done in near future. Okay. So present indefinite has been used. We can also use future indefinite. We can write my brother will live. L-E-A-V, will live for America tomorrow. Is it clear? Okay. Next rule is to express possession. To express possession. POSSESSION. To express possession. Yeah, to show possession. You can write express or you can write show. To show possession, we use present indefinite tense. Okay, to show possession means to show ownership. For example, I shall say, this marker belongs to me. This marker belongs to me. Is it clear? This marker belongs to me. That means this marker is owned by me. I am the owner of this marker. So it shows possession. But to show possession or to express possession, we use present indefinite tense. Okay. This marker, M-A-R-K-E-R, this marker belongs, B-E-L-O-N-G-S, belongs to me. Okay. Is it clear? Next point, where we shall use present indefinite tense. We also use present indefinite to start imperative sentence. To start an imperative sentence. I have already told you about imperative sentence. So to start an imperative sentence, we also use present indefinite, means first form of verb. Example, shut the windows. Shut the windows. Here, shut is the first form of verb. You know that in imperative sentence, we always use first form of verb. An imperative sentence always starts with first form of verb. So, when you are expressing an imperative sentence, you must use first form of verb at the starting of your sentence. whether you are writing it or whether you are speaking it. You must use present indefinite, or you must use the first form of verb to express an imperative sentence. One more example: open the door. Open the door. Open the door. Respect your teachers. Obey your elders. Obey your parents. Okay, so all these are the examples of present indefinite tense. Okay, one more rules I am going to tell you. Okay, where we shall use present indefinite tense, or we can say which are the other cases where we shall use present indefinite or simple present. It is said that to express a subordinate clause, we use present indefinite tense if the principal clause is future indefinite. What am I going to tell you? I told you that if the principal clause is future indefinite, then we shall use present indefinite in subordinate clause. Okay, principal clause and subordinate clause means it is a complex sentence. In a complex sentence, you will see two parts. One is principal clause and the other one is subordinate clause. Okay, and the subordinate clauses are started with if or when or unless, okay, etc. These are the subordinate conjunctions. Okay, these are the subordinate conjunctions. These subordinate conjunctions will be there. For example, okay, for example, he will he will not go there. He will not go there unless you invite him. Okay, he will not go there unless you invite him. It is the example of a complex sentence. Okay, it is the example of a complex sentence, and it has two parts. One is he will not go there, and the second is unless you invite him. Or you can say here unless is the subordinate conjunction, and it joined the principal clause with his subordinate clause. He will not go there is a principal clause. It is called a principal clause. Okay, and it is a subordinate clause. Is it clear? So how shall we know that it is subordinate clause? Now the clause that starts with subordinate conjunctions. The clause that starts with subordinate clause is called a subordinate clause. Okay, subordinate conjunction like if, when, unless, what, where, how, which, all the WH word questions, and since, because, that, etc. But here you can see unless is subordinate conjunction, and unless you invite him, it is subordinate clause. He will not go there, this is principal clause. In principal clause you can see we have used future indefinite tense, means shall will plus first form of verb has been used. Though it is negative, so it has so we have used not in the sentence. So will not go means this is in future, so we have used present indefinite in subordinate tense. Is it clear? He will not go there unless you invite him. One thing I am going to tell you, that unless means if not. Unless means if not. Unless means if not, and after unless never use negative form. Never use not. After unless never use not, because unless itself means if not. So why shall we again use not in that sentence? There is no need. There is no need to use not after unless. Is it clear? Okay. Next rule. Where we shall use present indefinite tense. It is said that in broadcasting, BROAD, broadcasting, broadcasting on sporting events, okay. You know there are matches, cricket match or football match, whatever it may be. Whether it is cricket match or football match, you can see there are some commentaries. There are many persons who comments about the match, and they use present indefinite tense. For example, Pathan. For example, Pathan comes in to bowl. Okay. Malik is in front of him. Pathan bowls. Now Malik lifts the ball in air, and Sachin Sachin catches the ball, and Malik goes back to the pavilion. Okay. So like these commentaries, broadcasting on sporting events, we use present indefinite. For example, Pathan comes into bowl, Malik is in front of him, Pathan bowls, now Malik lifts the ball in air and Sachin catches the ball and Malik goes back to the pavilion. Okay. And next we shall see where we shall use present indefinite or a simple present. Is it clear? It is said that newspaper headlines. To write newspaper headlines. We use present indefinite tense. For example, Tirmul Congress Party. Okay, Tirmul Congress, TMC wins the election. Wins the election in West Bengal. This is the headlines of a newspaper, and it has been written in present indefinite. And you can write more also. Peace talks fails. Okay, so like this we can use present indefinite tense. Okay, is it clear? We can use present indefinite tense. Next example or next rule, not example, next rule I am going to tell where we shall use present indefinite tense. Present indefinite tense is also used to express the exclamatory sentence to express the exclamatory sentence that starts with here or there. Here and there. Okay? The sentence means the exclamatory sentence that starts with here or there are written in present indefinite tense. Okay. Now, example. Rule first, to express exclamatory sentences, sentences starts with here or there, okay, here or there, is it clear? Example, here comes the bus, okay, here comes the bus, there goes Satyam Shivam Sundaram, okay, there goes Satyam Shivam Sundaram. Is it clear? So these are the sentences that starts with here and they are exclamatory. So we have used present indefinite tense for this. Okay. For other types of sentences, we use present continuous tense. For other types of sentences, we use present continuous tense. Okay. Other types of sentence. For example, here the bus is coming. Here the bus is coming. Here the bus is coming. Is it clear? We use present continuous tense. But for exclamatory sentence starts with here, there, we use present indefinite tense. Is it clear? For today, this much only. Thank you.